Aloha, folks. This is Dave Wallace coming to you from Waiawa, Hawaii. And what I wanted to share with you today is a format that I use to quickly identify an object that I'm interested in using some of my skills as a remote viewer and clairvoyant. Now, this is an abbreviated method that I use. The method that I use, that I was trained to use, is very lengthy, can take a long time, and involves many different pages, papers, worksheet. And what I try to do is simplify everything so that everything can be done on one sheet of paper and done quickly. So this is a format starting from the top. There's a place where you can put the tagging number, and today's exercise will be tag number one, and the date today will be the 12th of September, and the time will be about 10 something. The rest of the line, top line, I can add whatever I wanted. And since I'm going to be using a random picture or photo in this envelope, I'm just going to be putting down a random photo in envelope. Okay. Then my initial and the sketch and description area, that box right here. Once I get impressions from my target, I can start putting it here. I can put my ideograms, whatever I need. I can also write my description as well as sketching it, so it doesn't have to be something I draw. Then the colors. Okay, what are the colors associated with the target? And right after that, I go into the sensory, where I start looking for sight, sound, smell, taste, temperature, and texture of the object. And you notice this is a grid or matrix, okay? Then the final thing I do is take a look at setting. And setting means where is the object placed? Is it someplace indoors or outdoors, or what is the setting for this picture? Okay. The next one is materials. What kind of materials is the target made up of? Then size, relatively size. Am I looking at something really small or something large? Then movement. Is there any movement in the photo? Okay. Is this thing moving around? And then finally, is this something that is a nature shot or something that is man-made? So these are the things that I need to fill up. And by the time I finish with the matrix and everything, starting off with a sketch and ending up with all of this information, by the time I'm done, I reach the end of by the time I reach the bottom of this form, I should already have a fair idea on what the target is. Okay? So let's start the process by writing tag number one. And today's date is 12 September 20. And the time right now is 10:20 a.m. Okay? And this is random photo. An envelope. Okay, so that's it, and I'm gonna be putting my signature here, actually my initial. So right now I'm gonna quiet down. I've been quieting down for the past half hour. Okay, so let's see what kind of image I get. Okay, first thing I see is a big circle, and we'll leave it at that. Okay. Colors. What colors are associated with this? Brown, green. Okay. Now, let's come here and take a look at this thing again. Give me a second sight of this object. Hmm. Give me another sight. Give me the third sight. It's trees and grass, okay? Sound. What sound is this making? Metallic pinging. Kind of windy. Another sound. Relatively quiet. Okay. Smell and taste. Kind of oily. Smell and taste of the area around it. Smell and taste. Yeah, lots of grass. Looks like a big field. Okay, and then temperature. Temperature of the object. Kind of like cool to the touch. Temperature outside. Warm. Temperature around the object again. It's warm. Texture, how does it feel? My hand. Rough. Okay. Texture out here. Huh, smooth. Pokey. Okay. Setting. Okay. What I'm doing is looking for where this object is. Where's this object? Warm, grassy. Field. So it's outside. Materials. Looking at the object itself. Bing! That's metallic. Ah, okay. size. Eh, it's not really giant though. It's just kind of like medium size. Okay. Is this thing moving? It does move, but in this one it's not moving, so stationary. Is this nature or man? This round object is man, and but it's in nature. So now that I have this and stuff, when I first started looking at this, I thought it was um, as I make stuff from last night's lottery, because this is the number 3 for my lottery, but it's a wheel. Okay, and this particular wheel is made out of metal. Okay, so that's metal. There's grass growing on. Actually, yeah, okay. So there's kind of like grassy. Okay, and there's these fence lines over back here with trees. That's not lollipops, that's trees. It's not stop signs either. Okay, so look like we have um final impressions. Okay, look like we have a round metal wheel in a field. Okay, so that's my impression. And the time right now is 10:33. So this took me 13 minutes to complete. Okay, and just my sketch. Now let's bust out the picture here. Okay, and let's see. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so I got the wheel, I got the grass, even got the fence line, and the trees in the background. So this is a really good hit, good sense. This is one of my photos. I use these photos to predict things, so I had a pretty good idea once I started drawing what this photo is about. Okay, so um, anyway, this is the way I use this particular item. I don't use it when I'm predicting my sporting events. Okay, I use something much quicker, and I don't fill out as much information. However, if I wanted to get into detail about an object, if somebody is looking for a lost object or lost person, I use something like this to get a general sense of the area. But in the case of a lost person or lost object, I also use a map to help me. Anyway, this is a good reading, and uh, I need to put exact match. So this is good. Anyway, I'm posting this so that people, if you're interested in getting this format and using it in your own remote viewing sessions, you can try them, test them out. And when I'm doing predictions, I don't have to get into great detail. All I need to do is get enough information about my target so that I can make a judgment if my target matches up with the circumstances I'm looking for, like the over under or point spread in a game. And that's my only purpose. I'm not out here to get perfect matches. Okay, so this is one way of doing it, and you can test it out and try it and see how it works for you. Again, this is Dave Wallace saying mahalo for watching, and if you enjoyed what you saw today, please mention it in the comments. And if you want more information, you can always contact me here. And mahalo for watching, and I catch you folks later. Bye bye.